Hello, Scorpio, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. This message is for the remainder of October. So, this is just a general overview of the energy that we can expect to see showing up during the end of October or throughout the end of, until the end of October. The first, the first card that comes out is the Universe Has My Back, and this is from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. So, very nice to see that show up. I do feel like you are going to be supported this month by the universe. The next card that comes out is When I Accept the Love of the Universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So, I do feel like you have great support throughout the rest of this month where the universe has your back. You'll be able to see the signs and synchronicities of that quite easily and effortlessly when things are going with the flow, where the energy feels to really fit and align. Things will be working out, and where it's not, you will just see challenge or just having to cut losses, whatever, something along that line. So take what resonates, release what doesn't. All right, let's see what energies want to show up for Scorpio for the remainder of October. There's the Three of Wands, talking about growth, expansion, movement. There is some sort of movement. That's truth. Ace of Swords. Underneath the Ace of Swords is the Strength card to the Moon card. So I feel like there's something coming that you can't see. I feel like there's something unknown that's going on. I'm also seeing with this Strength card, you see her, she's caught a snake, right? So I feel like there's some secret or something that was hidden, the truth of this coming out, seeing the snake, for what it is, and you being able to move forward from that. I feel like with the universe has your back, this is a universe bringing enlightenment to that situation so that you can release and not carry that baggage, that problem, that issue, that drama, whatever it is, forward with you, right? So let's see what other energies want to show up for Scorpio for the remainder of October. What is the, oops, too many. I'll take them. Well, there's two cards. So look, that was pretty serious, right? The World to the Tower. So I do feel, like I said, the universe is going to bring you some sort of truth and clarity. It's going to allow a situation to close out, for a cycle to end. And when I see the tower here, I'm feeling like this is unexpected. This is an energy that just feels to me liberates you from something that you haven't seen. The magician is on the bottom of the deck. Underneath the magician is the empress to the two of swords to the high priestess. So I do want to say, with this energy that I'm feeling right here, you could have felt blocked, like your manifestations have felt blocked or something like that lately. I feel like you've been at a crossroads. I feel like your intuition has been telling you something, but maybe you couldn't, exactly put your finger on what it was. That sort of energy. I feel like you're going to get to that a wake up call and that recognition of what that was, what your little spidey senses were tapping into, and you knowing, right? But not necessarily knowing. And I know, Scorpio, you'll know what I mean. It does feel like something that was challenging, or it does feel like there was some sort of conflict, drama associated with whatever this was. Could have even been competition. You could have been in competition with someone, not even know it, right? Because I don't feel like you're out there being competitive. Could have been in something regards to work, a job, career. We do see that could be within your own home and family with the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. Underneath the Ten of Pentacles goes to the Six of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. I feel strong work. I really do, because so many pentacles right here. I do feel like there's some sort of advancement or some growth. I feel like you're going to see what this energy was. Like, that's what this truth, this clarity brings forth for you. And it allows you to move forward. Like I said, I could really feel this energy when I first pulled that, with where the universe has your back, where things that are working, that are in alignment for you, are really going to just fall into the flow of things are just going to fit nicely. It's like always, kind of that feeling of it, this was just meant to be. And then the things that are not, that you may not realize necessarily why they're not working or why there's such a challenge with it, that sort of thing. But I do feel like you're going to be enlightened. You're going to be shown the truth of why it didn't work out, right? And allow you to see the truth for what it is and liberate yourself from that situation, whatever that may be. So let's get some clarifying cards. We're going to clarify the Three of Wands. Tell us about the Three of Wands. Tell us about the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is justice. Nice. Like something is coming from the shadows. Something is coming, being liberated. Something is being exposed to the light. There is this flip, I feel, of energy. So if you've been really challenged with some energies, like having some drama, some conflict, some challenges going on, this is saying to me that, the scales will be balanced, justice will be served. I'm also feeling the energy, and this will also assist you in exceed, moving forward and expanding and growing. So really nice. I see the butterflies, so there's that transformation. I keep forgetting to not point like that so much because it makes the camera do all that, but sorry. I do feel with this situation there is, and look, we have the four on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups to the King of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is out here. I've seen this now twice, right? So whatever this is to me, it feels like something that I feel's been trying to block you. And I feel like in more than one way, not only your material, your opportunities, your career, your money, finances, but something that feels like you're emotionally invested in. I feel like something that brings you peace, right? It does feel like something has been intentionally disrupting your emotional stability, security, that sort of thing. Again, I get the vibe that you couldn't necessarily see where it was coming from. Some of these, some of you guys may be like, I don't even understand all of this, right? It's confusing or something like that, because there was something that was being done behind the scenes, something that was hidden, something that you weren't in on, like you weren't aware of, and now I feel like it's going to be exposed for you, uh, for you to liberate yourself from. And I feel like it releases a block, whatever it is. It feels to me like a block gets removed for you, and I do feel like it has something to do with your work, your advancement at work, your career, your money, your resources, whatever this is, with that justice card right there, that is saying, the scales will be balanced. And we do have that new moon that's taking place. I'll be doing a reading in a few days, putting them up for each of the 12 signs. But for the new moon in Libra, and Libra right there is all about what's right, fair, and just. It's about balancing the scales. It's about bringing balance to a situation. So with this world card is being clarified by this Ace of Pentacles, and that Ace of Pentacles is that offer an opportunity of a new beginning, of nurturing, watering, and taking care of that seed and allowing it to grow. Another three right here. So Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like there will be a lot more activity. There will be a lot of things happening and moving forward. I'm feeling it's going to bring, a growth and expansion in your work environment. I feel you're getting a new opportunity in that work environment. I also want to say, when I see this card, I feel like you're going to have choices. And so be mindful of that, because, there could be an opportunity to get something that maybe you always wanted, but then something else shows up. And so I just feel cautious with this energy as well, to be mindful of what you're investing your time, energy, and effort into. And is it really what you want now? Right? Be mindful of that. The next card that comes up is the Three of Cups. And I do feel like this is talking about a celebration of the balance that gets restored. And you see them angel wings right there. I feel like you have angelic support there to help you. Um, help you move forward with this situation, help you bring balance into its situation. It feels like it's bringing something together for you. So take how this resonates, release what doesn't. Let's keep moving. Tell us about this tower. Give us some energy and some insight, some messages on this tower. Tell us more about this tower. More energy and clarity on the tower. On the tower is the Ten of Swords. That the tower is going to bring forth the truth of a deception, of a sabotage. This is 100% sabotage. This is that tower is going to bring clarity and transformation and truth about a betrayal that has happened in the past, I feel. Queen, or that is possibly still trying to take place today. Queen of Cups talks about somebody, wow, look at, I got a poem because they're here. These are the three bottom cards, the Queen of Cups to the Tower to the Six of Pentacles. We did see that King of Cups out here already. And now there's the Queen of Cups right there. There is a tower, like again, some sort of information. I feel whatever this is, and I did feel like there was a disruption. Could have even been in a relationship for some of you guys. I did see the Two of Cups when I was shuffling, so it could be some sort of betrayal that happened in regards to a partnership, an injustice that happened with, something like that. It feels like, but I feel the scales not only with the Justice card being balanced, but you see the Six of Pentacles is a give and take situation, right? I do feel like there is like a huge revelation of something that was hidden, that was done in the dark, of some sort of betraying, sabotaging energy that caused a lot of problems, conflict, chaos, confusion. I feel drama. I don't know why, but I straight up feel drama, like, and so I do feel like this is going to be a really big, I feel completion towards the end of this month with this cycle. I feel like this is when this is, you're able to move on from this because you'll be able to see clearly. You'll see, it's kind of like exposing a hidden enemy. And I know Scorpios, you are no stranger to, hidden enemies, but your spidey senses always let you know about the vibe and the energy, and bam. That's what your ruling planet Pluto does. This isn't Pluto, but it exposes. This is the sun coming in to expose. This is the sun saying that now there is this shift, now that the air has cleared, now that this has been brought to the light, it's time for happiness, it's time for joy, it's time for fun, it's time for success. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman, Five of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. And I'm just going to say it like this. I feel whoever the energy was that was sabotaging the drama energy, starter, that sort of the person, that sort of energy, they're going to be stuck. They're going to have to go through an enlightenment. I feel like they're going to be really trying to, evaluate their thought process. I feel like they were warned, be cautious, with what you're doing, the choices you're making, things that you are doing. I don't feel like that energy listened to their higher self or their intuition. Nonetheless, like, I mean, seriously, fooling a Scorpio is just like, that's really not. I don't know how that really goes down like that, because Scorpios are an extremely intuitive sign. There's spidey senses will warn them when something isn't right. They don't necessarily act on it, but they are prepared for when this comes down. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to, like whoever was doing this behind, this betrayal behind the scenes, right? I don't think they recognized or realized or were even aware of the power of Scorpion energy, not to mention the planet that supports them being Pluto, which is that planet of deconstruct to reconstruct. This is where that Pluto energy could really come through here and sit someone's tail. I'll say that. That's not, wouldn't have been my word, but that's the one I use, where it sits someone down and starts to bring forth some experiences. Like I feel like karma, right? Like it's going to bring things up from the dark into the light for them to be exposed, to be transformed. So they're going to have to go through some serious sort of transformation. I don't feel like that's your energy, Scorpio. I mean, some of you who watching this, it could be that you were that, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling the energy of this was done to somebody, and to a Scorpio. You could be a sun, moon, rising. Check, your placements in that Scorpio house or in that sign, see what houses you have in there as well. That could give you additional information. But I do feel like this is where things come to the light, things are exposed. You get the truth that, your ruling planet brings to the light, and you are able to sever that connection. I feel is what's going on. I feel like you're walking away from that betrayal, no longer being tethered to that connection, the energy, people, places, things, whatever it is, and moving forward to the happiness, the joy, the sun, and the success. I am sorry this camera kept going in and out of focus. I really didn't mean to do that. I am going to try better with the movement in my videos for future reference. I thank you all for being here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you back in the near future with the new moon for the readings for the new moon in the sign of Libra. Have a great day, and I'm sending love and light.